Hoo-wee. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the broadcast, podcast, vlog, whatever the right term is these days. I'm not even sure, but here in the shop, and I'd like to thank you for being with us. We got a guest from California here. Thanks for the thumbs up. Automatic thumbs up. Yeah, let me get a good one. Yeah. Good morning, Leonard. Glad you could make it. I know it's a little early out there, probably just getting out of bed, but good to have you here. This kind of slow motion right now, brother, so bear with me. I'm hoping a couple more guys can jump on here. If we get a bunch of people coming in that are just curious, that's great. But yeah, I got it. It's a broken thumb here, Leonard. I got attacked by somebody the other day. Kind of a bad situation, and so I got some troubles to deal with on that yet, but just keep trusting God on that, and hopefully everything works out. Expect the best and be ready for the worst. Just more worried about losing my place than anything than the charges and stuff, but I mean, that's a big part of it. Cops threw me in the cruiser, and I asked them what I was getting arrested for because I called because I was attacked, and it seemed kind of odd to me, but guy said he didn't know, but he'd think of something. So he probably looked at my record and thought I was just a shitbag and decided they were going to hand justice out the way they felt it needed to be dealt, which was not right at all. So it's been a little bit of a struggle, man. Sorry about the water. They're trying to do the right thing and keep moving forward and get my life together. I know I've had some mishaps and other stuff here. Depression is a real thing, and so is addiction, man. And it's you don't have to feel out of place about it. Sometimes it alienates people and makes it even worse. But got through all that, and my brain's kind of cooking on a normal, whatever you even want to call it these days. But I got big decisions to make here. Guy's going to trade me a motorized bike for this. I'm sorry, not a motorized bike, but a moped for this deal here. So I gotta figure out what to do. I was planning on probably just keeping it on this frame. I was thinking about putting these shocks on there, seeing if we could do something with that. I think they're just spring, they're not gas. I take that off and I can't adjust it. So I had those for a while. I think we had those on one of the other bikes. Hey, everybody, I'm not sure who's in here, but thanks for joining us. Just talking with Leonard. Please give us a thumbs up if you can't stick around. Make sure you hit the all notification. We go live all the time. We're either in the shop or on the bike. So thanks for being part of the show and logging in with us here. We're just getting ready to open this 110cc, the Behemoth. I thought about putting this crank in the case the other night. I don't know if I'm going to hold off on that or what, but I really like to get that together too. So I do want to give this guy a decent deal for the trouble he's going through to help me. And so, yeah, some problems with this bike. It's been road tested. I've been on it for a while. We changed the forks out. I got the, Bucklow sealed bearing, and I put it in there in the bottom, and it failed. So right now at the bottom of that's just a regular bearing, a ball and cup, whatever you want to call it. So it does have just a tiniest little play when you hit the brake. It wants to wiggle just a little bit. This is broken here, as you can see, so we're missing a bolt. I am going to change that out for him no matter what I do. We also have the CDH forks over here. Here's the other heads. Oh, sorry about that. Here's the other headset we've got. So we can definitely make that proper. We also got the one on Bumblebee there. I was actually thinking about throwing this back together and giving him this bike, but it's the only felt faker I have. I've got the other gas bike frame there, and I've also got the MZ Miami gas bike frame with the engine mount. So, just want to keep the collection as it is, at least have, one of each, and then be able to assemble those as I'm able to, given the time and money when I can get a job and get back to work or get back to my job, even if it's part-time. So yeah, again, we got quite a few people in here. Please do give us a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed to us, please hit the all notification. We go live quite a bit here, at least once or twice a week, and we're either doing something in the shop or taking a ride. So we try to give you guys tips and help you through this stuff and make it a great experience for everybody. So you can see so far, actually, Leonard, what we got done, I was able with just the one hand to get the engine off there on the other bike. I know something went in there, probably the rings. That's probably been my biggest pet peeve. If you're new to the sport or you're new to building motorized bikes and just using them for fun and adventure, which is totally fine, there's several things that you experience over the years and you start to learn. I think the 80cc is probably your best bet for well, what I'm going to say is ring wear. That's a 49, I think. I thought it was a 80cc when I got it. I never even opened it, but I'm pretty sure that's a steel sleeve. And what happens is some after they're broken in, they're good. Typically, you might have a dry seize when you're first trying to get these things going because the steel inside doesn't expand as fast as your piston, so the piston wants to bind out. I didn't have that problem. I bought that off of someone, and I have no idea what they did to it. When I took it off, though, I noticed that they had never even cleaned the ports or anything, and they said that they had done the work to it, so there might have been a little piece of something that fell off of there and just ended up in the mix. But I said all that to tell you, I think the biggest problem with these engines, 9 times out of 10 when I've had an engine fail, it's because of the rings. They just don't last. As far as if you're riding fast all the time, you're on the gas 35 to 50 miles an hour. If you're just doing maybe 25 or something, you may have good luck. I'm not saying these engines don't last, but I've had way better luck with some of the gearing, like a 38 I've always said 38 tooth sprocket. You could just take the baffle off the bottom of your muffler. I can't even get to it right now. I probably got one in there trying to show you guys. Let's see. So the bottom of you can either drill it out, put a couple holes in, or take that off and just run a straight pipe. Loud and proud, you know what they say, loud pipes save lives, and people don't see you. So it's not a bad idea. If you're a young kid and you don't know anything about these and you want to just go a little faster or try to ensure some longevity on your ride, definitely something you can do. Just little things like that. I'm sorry if I'm not explaining this too good. As you guys know, I've been in a coma, I have brain injury, and when I started this show, it was just to try to maybe help some people and record some of the stuff in case I forgot myself. But anyway, I don't even know where I was going with all that. But yeah, the rings, So a steel sleeve, you're actually supposed to have chrome rings in. The Chinese motors that you get, I don't think I've ever once seen a steel sleeve with chrome rings come in. So they get hot, they get brittle, and they snap, and then you end up having your piston destroyed. 9 times out of 10, or as Leonard says, typically. But yeah, that's the soup to nuts on that. So that's your biggest concern. If you just have a regular, well, this is Nickel or whatever here, but if you just have a regular. Let's see, I think this might also be a steel sleeve here. No, this is just the older one. So you can see it's coated, It's got the chromoly or whatever the hell they put in there, and then fake Nickel or some kind of Nickel, and they freeze dip them, whatever they do. But, your steel on that should run good. Steel on steel, not good. You need to have chrome rings on steel. So if you buy one of those, take the time to go to some type of store online for scooters. Whether it's Treatland or I don't know, whoever else, somebody, and swap those out first thing along with doing your port work. Make sure you got all the slag and stuff out of try to show you guys what I'm talking about here. Take a minute to do it. We got all day, and I know I promised we're going to be working on this unboxing thing. As you know, sometimes we get sidetracked and do some other things. It will happen. You'll see it. And I can try to show you some tips on that as well. So I think the biggest thing really with the 110 is the casting on the cylinder itself is a kind of a softer aluminum, whatever the magnesium aluminum that they have made it out so far. I haven't got to open that one and see if it's been upgraded yet. There may be some changes to it. I'm really not sure. It'd be delightful. But if you're going to try to add any type of an expansion pipe, or maybe just even run the stock exhaust the way it is, I would definitely recommend, if you can't do it yourself, go to a machine shop and have them install some larger, drill these out and put in some larger studs for you, because the threading in there, what happens is just the vibration from the force of it, it ends up destroying that. And that's the one thing that I saw when I ran the 110 before. Other than that, pretty dependable motor. I mean, it gets up and goes. It's got plenty of grunt. It doesn't have the pickup that the 80cc would have, or 49cc, 100cc would have. But it's definitely a runner. It's a good daily. So anyway, let me just show you what we're talking about here when I mentioned slag and stuff. If you guys don't know what that is, sometimes it's the casting itself, or just crude steel when they punch it out and then they do whatever they're supposed to do at the shop halfway before they send these things out. I'm going to find my 10mm wrench here. Let's see. We'll just try to use this one if we can get in there. Oh, no. All right. Technical difficulties. Hold on, fellas. I know we're in here somewhere. Let's see. We'll use one of these that we're going to send out to a couple of guys for subscribing. And let's try to send these out when we hit 900. I've got a couple people in mind, if nothing else. I know I said try to contact us, and I had put up what I remembered being an post, and I think it was actually just a one of those, whatever you call it, when you just not a post, but the little almost like a page, whatever the what am I trying to say? Almost like a little message you put on Facebook or whatever the hell. But anyway, let's see. Let me get all these parts in the got everything that I've taken off of this so far in there. These are this extra stuff we have. So let me show you what we're talking about here. Hopefully you can see in the light. You look down in here around the edges, you see all that chatter in there, all that junk. So you got to take these apart when you get them and go over them with a Dremel or some other tool. If you don't have a Dremel, you can use files like a flat file and a round file. If you guys don't know what that is, if there's some younger people on here, this is like a round file here, you know, just a rod with teeth on it. Same as your flat file. And then you can get those in different courses, and some are, it's almost like sandpaper. Some are really rough and take off a lot of material. Other ones will just take a little bit. Anyway, so yeah, we'll get into that later on. Just wanted to try to explain it to you guys a little bit more. I know a lot of people are here because we're unboxing this 110. Thanks everybody. If you could give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the all notification. We do go live quite a bit. We're in the shop here weekly and try to get out for a ride with you guys as well. So do bear with me. As you can see, I've got one hand here we're working with. But anyway, let's get to it. So this is the 110. I took the liberty of opening the box with a knife here earlier, so I didn't have to struggle trying to hold the phone with one hand. We got our 44 tooth sprocket. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see here. Let me get this put away for now so we can move the bench around here. Put some other stuff up there. Mike Miller's in the house. What's up, Mike Miller? If you guys haven't subscribed to Mike, check him out. He's down in Texas. I think he's got a few videos, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say he's got a little Minarelli build or something. Pretty nice bike. So, all right. Again, let's try this. So, this is the 110cc we're opening up. I'm going to try to explain to you the best I know about these as of right now. And I have ridden one before. So I'm pretty sure we're going to see our general stuff in there. We got I want to say this is the newer Bowfang carb. Yep, Bowfang. I really don't care for those guys, and I'll explain that to you. If I can get one out of here with one thing. Let's see if I can dig in here. Lord have mercy. Okay, that's... Sorry, it's kind of packed in here. Okay, that's PZ, Nibby, that's the OKO, PWK. I know I have one in here. I just gotta locate it for you guys. So, all right. So, this is what used to come with your bike, and I don't know that it's any better of a carburetor. I just liked it better. Some people say that this beefy connection here, where the older ones were kind of frail and they had like a clasp over top of it right here, and sometimes these would break. But what this has that the newer version of the carburetor that the Chinese send us, you got this post here, same thing, throttle or idle control. You can see right here, this little guy, you got a plunger. And some of these are still made. I think they have a plastic plunger on them now. This is one of the old original ones. There was quite a bit to it in manufacturing. You had this piece here, you had the spring top. It's kind of a good deal. It's a nice little slide. So instead of using your choke, if you wanted to just give it a little bit of gas, if it was already warm out, you just pump that 2-3 times and boom, it'd start right up. So that's, again, my opinion. Take it to heart or throw it over your shoulder with a grain of salt. But if you can get online and you're buying an engine and it's coming with this stock, locate yourself a $10 or $15 NT carburetor with the plunger, and I think you'll probably have a better time with it. So let's see here. Yeah, Mike says it was packed nicely in the styrofoam. Yeah, they did a good job. The last one of these I ordered actually came in, and the way this is in here now, it's protecting the engine. It was facing kind of to the side, one of the sides, and it had actually dented the top of this. To answer your question, is it a closed jug? Interesting, and yes, packing is getting better. Hope the engine's too, yeah. Let's see here if I can do this with one hand for you guys. Again, I apologize. I'm trying to do my best. All right. Things to notice right away. This is going to have to probably be, you can see that line right there? It's got to, I mean, it's only a fingernail's worth of difference, but what I've noticed is the tool itself, even that comes with these, can get jammed in here. And if you're trying to use a different plug, like an E332 or whatever, Champion or something else, you're not going to be able to get your, let me show you. So the first thing you're going to have to do is get your Dremel out and make room to install the plug properly. You can use the stock plug. I'm not saying you can't, but just something I know from using this engine once before that I would definitely recommend. Let's see if we can see in here. I know there's low light. Let me get out of the way. All right. Oh. Well, let me try to move it for you guys. Okay. Get it over here on the bench. All right. So right away, I can see a problem. Like I said, right away, I can see a problem. It's not a problem, but it's something that's got to be addressed. As you can see inside there, we got all that extra material. So what you're actually looking at, if you see on the right side, it looks kind of like a jagged edge, and then it comes up to the top. If I can get the light over it even more. Oh, sorry about that, guys. The phone position here. I can get this over top of it even more so you can really look in there. Okay, so you see, we have to clean the edge of that, obviously. We could open that wide right up, but we can also get the timing wheel on here and maybe just take half of that off or whatever we need to do. This is a steel sleeve. I can't honestly remember if this came with the right rings or not, and I don't remember if it's either 2 or 3 rings in this body, but it's going to take some work to get it up and running. It's not going to be a plug and play right out of the box, unfortunately. But yeah, so that's some information on these right off. Just to tell you what you could be expecting if you're going to try to run one of these. I honestly can't tell if this is any better or not. I want to say that's the Anbull signature right there. Some of these factories, whether they've got permission or they're actually using that company's product and assembling in them, somebody makes them and then somebody else makes the bottom end, whatever, I don't know. But from what I've known before, most of the jugs that have that symbol on there, you don't have a problem with. So I want to say this may actually be a safe unit where you could do something with the exhaust without having to try to drill and retap. But that's down the road anyhow. So anyway, not a complete review, guys. I'm sorry I have one hand, but I did want to share some information with you. I hope you guys got some tips out of this as well. Let's see what else we have in the box. I'm sure it's probably just standard stuff, but try to open it for you just so you can get an idea. It's got the handle grips. Yeah, use them maybe whatever. I myself like a stronger throttle casing. You can get these for $8-10, whatever, $6 on Amazon. You guys know I hate the jungle site, but always try to use eBay. But this is, I'm trying, kind of actually leaning towards them more and more because just it is what it is. But this looks like a pretty good roller. It's got the 4 bolts, the tiny gap in here. Some frames aren't as wide as this, you know, so it's like kind of a skinnier size. So this allows you to grip. The old style just had 2 bolts, one on top, one on the bottom, I think. Oh, okay. I don't know what this thing is doing here. Something about highlights. I'm not even trying to do a highlight here. I must have hit something. It's acting up, whatever. But so yeah, this is a decent roller. I mean, if you want to use it, you can. You know, some guys use the spring tensioner off of the back of the engine, and whatever you prefer. I would definitely recommend. This has probably got the standard chain, 415, but it's not a 415H. You definitely want to run a 415H on your bike if you can. These stretch tremendously. You really have to do quite a bit of adjustment when you first get them to keep them kind of taut, and then so that's all right. You know, when you first get an engine and you put it on, you really want to examine everything. You want to make sure all your bolts are tight. Go for a quick run after you first started it up and let it idle for like 10 minutes, shut it off, then take like a little 15-minute run, just slow, no throttle. You know, just break it in, let the engine do what it's got to do so the rings can get seated on the piston and the sleeve. I don't know if you guys know these tips or not, but try to just pass them on. Again, I got quite a few people on here. If you could give us a thumbs up. Standard pipe. Actually, let's check this against one of the other ones and just see if the exhaust flange itself and the tubing's any different. I don't know if it's possible. Maybe you can swap out a phantom pipe on this or not. I think they have a little bit of a better, a wider opening. I know also the BT100 is different too. It's actually got a slide flange on it. So you put that up there and then you tighten it in. The flange itself, the muffler's kind of just hanging around, so to speak. Let's see if I can find my calipers here real quick. Thanks everybody for being here. Really do appreciate you guys. Happy Father's Day. If nobody's told you, you're a good person. And I hope you enjoy it, all the dads out there. And if you're a kid, please make sure you tell your dad thank you. And all right, so we're at 0.7 there, and yeah, same size. No difference in the tube spacing on those. That's kind of maybe part of the issue too, which I was trying to explain to you guys. With the muffler having problems and having to try to maybe put in a larger stud to hold your exhaust on, keep it from falling off. This probably should be just a little bit bigger. I mean, even 2 millimeters in diameter would definitely help the cause probably make the engine run way better. Locking handle here for the clutch. Again, my clutch, different. Don't have the locking handle. This is off of a moped or a pit bike or something. Again, eBay or Amazon, pay the extra money. This is your cable, you know. If you want to see the standard cable that comes with it, try to bring it out here for you guys so you can see the difference in quality. So this is what I'm talking about, you know. It's an extra money, yeah. Will you ever have a problem with this? Probably not. Will this thing snap? Eventually. So, you know, just the basic little beef up stuff. So you got another $5-10 on both sides there. Maybe $20 at a machine shop to get that fixed. If you can do the Dremel work yourself, you know, you can get in there and clean everything out. Put the timing wheel on there. I've got videos on how to set up a timing wheel. There's a couple other guys out there. Kevin's shop, Dave's information. I'm not even sure. Dave's Motorized, catnip, carburetor. Anyway. So, what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining the show. Probably do a little bit more here. I'm not going to stay on too long. This other hand, if I move it around too much, it starts to get painful. So, I mean, like the bones just like still knitting together, getting set, and really trying not to move it around as much as I want to be in there and work. No can do situation. But I did want to get on here and spend some time with you guys. Said I do appreciate it, and I'm glad we can get together. And it was a good show last night. If you guys missed it, check out Skip the Force. I think Kevin goes live at the end of the month on Saturday in the shop. Leonard goes live quite a bit. And yeah, Mr. Fantastic over on the West Coast. Get this secret project going on. Mystery Man with the flying chicken. Can't wait. So, anyhow, anybody online got a suggestion or comment or something they want to discuss that we can bring up in the shop here while you guys chit chat? Throw it out there, man. Let me know. I guess I can try to take the head off of this for you guys. I got to do it anyway, so I don't know if I can get it with one hand. I probably can't. All right. Let's see here. Where you going? Good grief. This might be the one. Let's see if this goes on there. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do that for you, fellas. I do apologize. But anyhow, yeah. Mike, how's it down there? Did you guys already hot or what? I know next week we're supposed to be having some really bad heat wave here. 90 to 100 degrees all week. I know they're having some problems out west. I don't know if you guys are really getting zonked down there in Texas yet. But Leonard, there's no telling with him. He's up near Mount Shasta, so they got their own damn weather system up there. It could be snowing 1 minute, and you could be out skiing in the snow, and then riding a freaking ski-doo on the lake 15 minutes later. No questions, comments, no concerns, no ideas. Give us a thumbs up. Wait a couple more minutes, see if anybody else jumps in just to say hi, and then we'll wrap it up. Got my own weather system here too. Geez, it's getting really cloudy. All right, guys, looks like everybody's kind of dropping away. Was hoping maybe somebody wanted to experience something else. Like I said, I got a lot of thinking to do here on trying to get this together right for him. I may end up putting these on just so it's a smoother ride. Got the straight forks, extended straight forks from MZ Miami on there right now. We're going to change this collar out since that's nut snapped or bolt snapped. And the back tire's got a couple of bad spokes. We're going to be swapping that out for him. We got one here ready to go. I just need the spindle for the quick release. It's a little longer than the front one, so I can't just swap that out, unfortunately. But yeah, if nothing else, we've got the extra rim right there, and we can just swap, put the new sprocket right on there for him. So I think this is going to be a good deal. Like I said, trading me a scooter for it. I'm trying to present it as a trustworthy machine. It's going to be kind of hard to really tell what's going to happen. Again, this is a brand new engine, so hopefully he has no trouble with it, and it really does last a long time. I'm going to put the work in there as soon as I can. As you guys know, I got a good friend there, Dreadlock Will, comes into the shop quite a bit. He's got some personal problems he's got to deal with family situations right now, so he had to leave Rhode Island and go back to Northern Mass. So it's going to be a couple of days until I can really get anything accomplished with this beyond that. But actually, let's see if we can do one thing here. I want to try to look at this piston with you guys. Let me see if I can just roll it down a tiny bit. I'm going to set the phone down just for a second. Look at this. Yeah, it's not going to work. I got to somehow turn this thing over. I have to take this cover off. We have 3 wires on this. So something I've never tried actually was using the 12 volt. This only has the hot wire, so you need a ground wire. So if I ran, I don't know how that would work. This hot wire would just, this is kind of like an extra one. If somehow I could splice the 2 of those together, I don't know if it would fry the magneto on this thing or not, but anyway. I got some extra stickers here. If you guys want extra stickers, I don't have any of my own, but Berserker Nick has been a long-time supporter of the channel, does the BMX stuff. You guys check him out if you don't know. Here's his information. Solid dude. Kevin Shop, got a couple of these. Thank you, Kevin. So if you guys don't have their mailing address, actually that's something else that I wanted to talk about. I started to. It was just a post. It wasn't an actual video, and I had put up the information on how to contact us, and I thought I had put it in a video. So I do apologize. I've been telling everybody to go back through and find the video how to contact us. I will give you the information right now. Let me just find a pen and I'll write it down. And actually, you know what? I'll just put it in the description. So if you want to contact us by email, we'll be happy to get back to you. Send a phone number. Plenty of parts here. If you're local or even kind of far away and there's something you see and I really can part with it, all kind of stuff just sitting around. Be happy to try to send it out to you guys for free. All I had to ask was you just Venmo me the money for shipping, or if you have to send a money order, postal money order, whatever. Be happy to do that for you guys. So, yeah. Beyond that, I'm not really sure what to say. But again, everybody, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching this little presentation. I hope you gained some information from it, and look forward to trying to see it on the bike and take it from there. So again, happy Father's Day. And until we see you next time, be well, harm none, Godspeed.